Hello everyone. Today I am going to show you how to program the seller store using product sorting and pagination. Let's start this video. First I am going to show you the process and I'll explain the codes. So I'm going to my products. So I'm in my products. You can see the products added in here. So this is the pagination section. You can go to the next pages by clicking the numbers, or you can click the arrow buttons in here, go to the next page, and you could go to the previous page by clicking this arrow button. This section is the product sorting. You can search your product in here. Search this. So you can see I search MSI and the results are in here. So I'm going to sort it by the time. I'm going to clear, press the clear button. So it will clear all the sortings in this page. So this is the sorting and pagination process. I'm going to show you the code of this section. The main goal of this page is to make the seller experience more dynamic and user-friendly using PHP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. I'll walk you through how the page is structured, how sorting works through Ajax, and how pagination dynamically loads products without refreshing the entire page. So first, let's start with PHP sessions and initial setup. At the very top, I'm starting the session using session start and including my connection PHP file which connects to the MySQL database. I then check if the user is logged in by verifying session U. If not logged in, the script redirects the user to the home page. This ensures only authenticated sellers can access their store. Next comes to the HTML layout. I'm using Bootstrap's grid system inside a container fluid and raw structure to make the page fully responsive. At the top, there's a header section in blue, BG primary, which displays the seller's profile picture, name and email. Here, I'm fetching the seller's profile image from the profile image table. If the seller hasn't uploaded an image, it displays a default icon next to the image. I'm printing the seller's name and email from the session variables. There's a large My Products heading and an Add Product button which redirects the seller at product PHP. Below the header, the page is divided into two main sections. The left panel is a filter sidebar, and the right panel shows the product cards. This sidebar allows the seller to sort products by different criteria. There's a search box where you can search products by name. Then I have radio buttons for sorting by active time, newest to oldest or oldest to newest, by sorting by quantity, high to low, low to high, sorting by condition, brand new or used. At the bottom there are two buttons. Sort calls JavaScript function short1 and clear reset all filters. Now in the main area, products are displayed as bootstrap cards. This PHP block handles pagination. I'm I'm checking if a page number exists in the URL using $get page. If not, it defaults to page 1. Then I count how many products the seller has by querying the database. After that, I calculate how many pages are needed. Here I am showing 6 products per page. Each card displays the product image, title, price, quantity, a toggle switch to change its status, active, deactive, and an update button. You can see you can see how each product's card is structured with a bootstrap grid inside a card. Inside a card, the toggle switch state is dynamically set based on the status ID field in the database. At the bottom, I am generating pagination buttons dynamically. The previous and next buttons let users move between pages. If the seller is on the first page, the previous button is disabled, and if they are on the last page, the next button is disabled. All these are generated using a simple for loop in PHP. Now let's look at how the sorting logic works. Here's my function sort1 in JavaScript. When the seller clicks the sort button, this function calls all the filter options. It checks which radio buttons are selected. For example, if newest to oldest is selected time 1, if high to low is selected quantity 1, and so on, then I create a form data object and append all those values, including the search text. Next, I send an AJAX request to sort process PHP using XML HTTP request. When the server responds, I replace the inner HTML of the sort div with the response, which updates the product list instance instantly without refreshing the page. That's how the page dynamically reloads filtered products. This is the function clearshot. When it activates, the page will reload. Now moving to the sort process PHP. This is the backend script that processes the sorting filters and returns the filtered product cards. At the top, I started the session again, get the user's email and collect the post parameters S, T, Q, C, representing search time, quantity, and condition respectively. Then I build a dynamic SQL query step by step. For example, if there is a search term, I add a like condition. If the user selected brand new, I add a condition to match condition ID. If sorting by time or quantity is chosen, I append an order by clause. Just like in the main file, I handle pagination here too, but this time it's fully dynamic. When you click a page number, it calls short1 function again through the one-click attribute. This way, the pagination buttons also work without reloading the full page. Finally, I loop through the selected products and echo out the same bootstrap card structure. So the same product UI is reused here, but now it's filtered based on user input. So the seller visits my products PHP, which loads their products with pagination. The slide bar lets them choose sorting options and filter conditions. When they click sort, JavaScript sends those filters to sort process PHP. The backend filters the products and returns only the matching results. The page updates dynamically using AJAX, no reloads required. This gives sellers a smooth interactive experience. The seller store page combines front-end design and back-end logic seamlessly, using PHP for database management, Bootstrap for responsive UI, and Ajax for dynamic updates. I built a complete functional product management interface for sellers. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching.